you see the new UI idea Pablo posted? Yeah, I think it's dumb. Because, like, so here's the thing. He posted a thing. There's a specific, we're probably, you know what, guys, is the sentient ship here? If the sentient ship's here, then we can postpone this conversation. If it's not, that's the main thing I want to do. Because I have a specific thing I want to point out.
Meditation. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet.
Okay. Sentient ship's not here. We can talk about this like one specific thing. Because it's very fucking important to me. Because I can just discuss this in full. Wow. Okay, 1 second. Gonna tab out of here. Gotta make sure this note is hidden. Otherwise, people will be like, why is this Warframe? Were you working on the fucking roster review there, bud?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Orange, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, or the resub rather. And also Canadian, thank you for the resub. It was relevant about an hour away for the sentient anomaly. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, let me open this why do we UI thing. Okay. Okay, so here's this. This is the why do we UI like we UI thing that they posted up. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here. But what I want to point out is that he took a screen that is bad. This was a bad screen. Objectively, this was a screen that needed to be redone. There's a bunch of wasted potential on this screen. Okay? Where, like, there's a bunch of things where it's like, yeah, we only have short descriptions. Like, there's not a whole lot of space. Like, these are just little chunks. Bad stuff. You could put a lot more stuff on screen because you have all this empty space that you're not using, except for this passive thing, which was tacked on at some point, right? Like, that's objectively true that this screen's not good. The problem is that this screen's also not good. This screen fucking sucks. Like, it's not better. Like, here, let's, this is the Chroma Prime one. We're gonna go to it exactly. The new screen's not, like, worse, but it's not better. And 1 sec, we're gonna discuss how it could be good instead, because we're just gonna do that because it makes me very angry. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna go to the abilities screen, which is the exact screen that's being showed off. It's literally this one. So you have the abilities at the bottom here. When you hover over them, you get this little pop out, right? These pop outs, you can see they're about, let's call them about half a screen in height, right? And they have these nice little videos attached to them. Do you know what you could do instead? Sorry if that's a little loud. Tell me if it's a little loud. You know what you could do instead of having it be like, here's a diorama, here are the abilities? Guys, you could have the diorama in the background, and then you could have 6 different towers of these that are translucent until hovered over. So what I mean by that is you see how, like, effigy, that's the top, that's the ability, right? And then it's the video, the description, and then all of the other information about it. You could just put these next to each other. Like, you could just have, like, them across, like, the middle here. It's not that hard. You just have them with all the information, and they're translucent until you hover over them. And what I mean by that is you see how this bottom bit here, you can, like, see through it and all that stuff, and, like, you can see Chroma's leg and all that behind all this stuff. You just make it that same effect, so you still have the cool diorama behind everything. Very cool. But also, if you hover over it, it becomes this solid opaque, so you can read everything very easily. So if you're interested, it's like, oh, here we focus in on this. A bit like the intrinsic screen, kind of. But then you still have the ability to do passive and tips. And also, super worth noting, there are some things that are less important, like the Warframe's passive. Generally a very minor thing. You could have passive and tips stacked over here. So fucking that, you have 4, like, nice towers for the abilities that you have. And then when you come over here, there's this exact same thing, just passive and tips would be nested on the same side, because just to show, passive is nested behind where you can see me on this screen. You have passive nested up here along with tips, and then when you click on tips, instead of having it be this awkward tab through to see the tips, it just expands and shows you all of the tips. That would be better. And it would be better than both of what we like had and have now. And when you click on the passive, it expands the passive to show the passive. Like, it's very important. This is a thing the new UI doesn't do that it needs to fucking do. If I click on something, click interactivity is important. I don't know if you guys know this. So there's another place where there needs to be click interactivity. I'm pretty sure I can get to it just by doing this. Let's say I just like link a weapon, and I won't link it in this chat because that would be rude. I'm gonna link Rubico Prime. What the fuck is happening here? This is a new piece of UI. What the fuck are we doing?
Shut up and take my money.
Like, explain this one. Like, come on, Tiffany, what's next? Explain why there is a hover over for this. Why is there a hover over for this? There's no reason. There is the most screen space. There's no reason. This isn't even a large piece of UI. And literally, if they wanted to go the extra fucking mile, do you know what they could do? They could boil this down to general stats. Like, you could just do damage, and it shows you the total damage of the weapon, not the IPS breakdown. And, like, you could just be like, accuracy, let's cut that, not that important. Fall off, let's cut that, not that important. Just show main shit. Like, noise, don't need it. Don't need to see that right off the bat. You don't need to see the reload speed right off the bat. Like, you could cut a bunch of, like, the less important things here and like, close it down, and then have a button that expands it for more detail. That's a conversation.
I'll be really honest.
A fucking hover over for about is not. Sorry, go on.
They could just like remove the about thing and just move the stats to the left.
Yeah, no. That's what they should
make it like
do.
Bigger.
No, I agree. That's what they should do. There's no reason for this UI to exist like this. It's terrible.
I also tagged you a Warframe if you want an example of that.
Oh boy.
Just Saren.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Yeah, what the fuck is this? There should be a powers button here. Or abilities, rather. Like, this shouldn't be... Well, this is not good. Like, some of this is fine. Purchase, blueprint. Although... They should probably... They should reword this. Like, it just being blueprint is maybe a little short in the end here. Freelancer, thank you for the resub, appreciated. Also, Underthumb, thank you for the resub.
Shut up and take my money.
And Mecha, thank you for the 500 bits. Democra, thank you for the resub, appreciated. But like, whenever, so this is okay. So this is here's an example of nesting that's good. Whenever you have it like this, gift doesn't need to be here. Like here, let's just show this whole thing. Gift doesn't need to be here. Gift should be nested within purchase. That's nesting that should happen, but it's not happened. And then like just having an abilities button or like a more detail button is what we should have. Like, what the fuck is this? Right? Oh, especially on console. On console, can you imagine how fucking annoying this is on console? On console, you have that shitty fucking piece of shit on-screen cursor. You hover over each of these individually instead of just being able to click abilities and seeing all the fucking abilities. Tell you what's more efficient than fucking mousing over shit with a fucking controller. Your eyes looking around. Where are the armor/health stats? Pretty sure they don't exist. Yeah, pretty sure you're not getting any of that.
No, you have to hover over purchase.
Bundles could be nested too. Actually, no, I feel like bundles is probably fine. They're under purchase. That's hilarious.
Shut up and take my money.
That is hilarious. Why? I think of the newbies. The newbies is fucked for them.
And another one. And another one.
Steph here,
fun
thank you
reading.
for gifting 30 subs. Give me just 1 second. Low Gears, Unk, Hughes, Edmund, Convict, Counterbeard, Nikos, Human Proxy, Jupiter Man, Happy Farm, Sloth, Reg, Peacemaker, Hackstuck, Tired Paul, Dark the Pure, Given, 12AAX, Big Goat, Wrapped Black, Luani, Rebellion, Rulebender, nice. 5 to 5, Cosbuzz, Knight, Bat Kilo, Canary, Morks, and Soft. Well, come on in. It was a very, very good time, Gears. Thank you for the 30 gift subs, dude. Appreciate it. Nice, Convict. Always knows me that I can't control the spinning preview thing. Yeah. I think the abilities part here is fine. Just bring the buttons beneath them down and put the word abilities directly under the line to specify. I mean, more specification would help, but like, here's the thing. Like this shit. Okay. If we had a better actual abilities screen, you would just want to pop this up. But like, in fact, that goes more to show the fucking waste of time that this UI is. Because you can get all of the like pop out information
Important
and stuff.
in the mod screen.
Yeah, from the mod screen. Literally, like you go to upgrade. Like this is where this screen is where the nesting is extremely good. Because now I can just hover over this and see the details I need to see. This nesting, A+. Very good. Like the improvements they've made to this screen, like this is the screen I most worry about them redoing. Because this is the screen that needs to be good. And if they try and have some kind of fucking conversation on this screen, it's gonna be bullshit. We don't need a conversation.
The only like improvement I saw from that thread was the world state panel, and that's basically it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is just like a straight up mobile game UI. You're not wrong. I enjoyed quite a bit, cause. Do you think fucking up the mod screen would break the game? For a lot of people, yeah. Because like we spend a lot of time in the mod screen. Rainis, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. I love Rant time. Well, welcome back. They're gonna do UI change again? Yeah, they still have a bunch of screens to change. And like this one will eventually need to get done and they can't fuck it up. Like especially not with where Warframe is right now. Like just to cut and fucking dry after Liches and how that fucking went. And then Railjack and how that is currently fucking going. They can't be fucking destroying UI that people like. Because like this screen is one of the best in the game. Like by far. Because like you can hover over to see your abilities now. This is a relatively recent addition. And here it's great. Great stuff. Nesting here, this would be far too much information to just have available on the screen at all times. 100%. And you can see the information you really need at all times right here. If you want to know more specific specific details. That's really the theme of what DE should be doing with the UI. If they want, here's their thing. I'm gonna go back to the Rubico thing with where if they want to have a conversation, they need to make it the want for more detail being the thing you have to like click a thing for. No detail is not good. No detail whatsoever is not good objectively. Yeah, exactly, Austria. Nesting on the other screen is okay because I'm not here to see abilities per se, unlike the abilities tab. 100% agreed, for sure. But on this, like, this is zero detail, all of the detail, right? You know what should be the thing here? This stuff, this information here, should be immediately available. Do you know what information should be nested here on this screen? How to get the fucking weapon. A button that says Acquiry. And then you click that and it goes, it comes from these relics. And then you go, oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Where did those relics drop? Where did those drop? Oh, now we're having a fucking conversation. Oh, weird. It's like it works in some cases and not fucking others. But we don't want to have that conversation. Yeah, acquisition, acquiry, however, whatever. Like, you know what's more useful for figuring out how to get the fucking Rubico Prime? That. The Rubico Prime drops from all of these. It drops from all of these relics. And it even shows you ones you don't have. Isn't that
What's
fucking
funny
nice?
is that clan weapons and market weapons, they actually do tell you. It's just prime weapons. Oops.
Yeah.
Because like I linked to the Burston and the Guandao if you want like examples that it does show you.
Look at the concepts for screens by a new UI designer. Here, one second. Go back. Which one were the concepts by a new UI designer? Oh, yeah, some of the concepts on here. Yeah. They're just talking about like where info is not a thing. Blah, blah, blah. This is the New World State panel. Oh, wait. They're going to add a new tab for resource extractors? I feel like I did not realize that part.
And it's like, sure.
Yeah, okay. I feel like I missed that part, but yeah, all right.
Because like the main thing that was annoying about resource extractors is having to go through each individual planet every single time.
Yeah. You know what would be cool, though, if they showed all the resources on the planets? I wonder if this will fix that.
Never. Nightwave will continue to hide it.
Yeah. You know what really... Okay, I'm going to be really honest here. You know what really worries me about this mastery shit? If they're going to fuck up the mastery sigil. Because I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. This looks stupid.
What, like the circle thing?
Yeah. The circle thing with the number in it. Like this weird... You know what? This looks like my first 3D printing. That's what this thing looks like. Like you fucking put the wrong plastic in the 3D printer. That's what this shit looked like. Not as good or as clean as current designs. And it doesn't mesh with the like actual fucking new UI style. Like, what are we doing? Like, please go away. Then this screen. So, okay. People have like a lot of problems with this screen. But like...
So I'm working off an assumption, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have item labels turned on.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that it will apply to that.
A lot of the yeah. I would fucking hope so. That's the screen. That's the thing. Half the screen is wasted, but you can have it. No, I don't think that's entirely true. Like you can have it like that. Like this is actually just a little bit more compact generally, and we're not usually getting like a shit zillion rewards per mission. The thing that's fucked up on this screen is that like I don't know how many fucking credits I got. How much goddamn how much did I get? How much did I get? No, I know it's gallium, but how much did I get? How much did I get?
Like this is working off a massive assumption. Like item labels need to work with this, otherwise what the actual fuck?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what else needs to happen? Item labels need to be on by default. Like there's a part of this where they're talking about item labels, and it's like we have mostly completely unique icons, and it's like that doesn't matter. You know what else has? You know what else mostly has completely unique icons? Fucking Egyptian hieroglyphics. I can't read those either. But yeah, like I know because I'm 10,000 hours into Warframe that these are credits. This is Endo. This is a prime part of some description times 3. I don't know these ones. You know why? Because this isn't a unique fucking icon. And like, but yeah, like fucking credits, Endo, Argon, Gallium. I know that. You know who doesn't know that? The person who's never picked up this item before. The person who really needs to know what the fuck it is. And like, okay, so this is really important. I need to put this out there because I know the reason they like this UI. They've talked about the reason they started to go in this direction with this like no labels type shit. And the reason is Breath of the Wild. But I need to be honest with you guys. If you have an inventory full of items in Breath of the Wild and you're looking for something that is like, what am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for fucking Zolt fruit. I don't know what that looks like. Do you know why they don't need a label for apple in Breath of the Wild? Because everyone knows what a fucking apple looks like. We don't have fucking credits, Endo, Argon, and Gallium in real life. You know, we do have fucking coconuts and apples and bananas. Whenever you have a fucking high fantasy game, it doesn't work. But when you're looking for items that are high fantasy Zelda shit in Breath of the Wild, fucking Zolt fruit, I need dubious food. I'm looking for that in my inventory. I don't know what dubious food means. What's the icon for grandma's soup?
It's just like a bottle with some soup in it.
Maybe.
Kind of looks like Sunny D.
Is it in a bowl?
No, it's in a bottle in Wind Waker.
In Wind Waker, yeah, it is. But it's hey, it's in a bowl now in fucking Breath of the Wild.
Grandma's soup is in Breath of the Wild.
I believe it. It must be there somewhere. Yeah, bag of soup, you know. Yeah, like this UI though, I don't hate overall. Minus not having labels. Because like, if these are all labeled, I think this is actually pretty fine.
Gives you like one of the few opportunities to see someone else's fashion, which I think is neat.
Yeah, exactly. Completely agree.
Because usually, if your allies are playing Warframe, you cannot see them.
View stats, why it's a nested stat screen on a stat screen. So there is a good reason why view stats would be nested, and I actually agree with this kind of outlook, right? So this is a refocus on what the community sees too goddamn much. So let's go down here. Do you see this? This is damage dealt, and it highlights it. It does that currently. You know what people take as the most important stat in a mission and is not? This stat right here. By nesting this stat in particular, they will train the community to not think about it as much. That's actually correct to do. Because people place way too much fucking importance on how much damage you dealt in a mission. Nesting these, absolutely valid. Because like they nested the thing that people do want to see and know about sometimes. Some people really care about that stuff, and the information is available if you click one button. Cool. Down for it. But all the important shit that you definitely need to see every single time, how much experience you got, where you are in terms of like your rep building, and the items that you picked up in the game that are going to actually affect you. You're seeing all of that important shit. But like this shit down here, like, not important. All of this shit goes away when the mission is over.
Shut up and take
It's
my
only
money.
for that mission that you were just doing. You know what is frustrating that is not present up here though, because this is a thing that I feel slightly strongly about, is mission time. I think that should
Shut
be up
and
here.
Take my money.
Wait, is mission time down there?
Mission time's not in either of these spots.
Wait a minute. Oh no, it's up at the top right of the second screen. What?
What is it? What? Why is this up here?
What?
What? What? But what? Why?
Why is it up there on the second screen but not
Why?
on the first?
Yeah, why is... Papa. No, just put this on both screens. That's just have this on both. There's no reason that shouldn't be on both.
It's more effort to make it go away.
Yeah. Literally more effort to make it go away. What the fuck is Friends Hug? It is a mock-up UI. Guys, please don't take everything so seriously. It's a mock-up UI, so the stats they can have a little
Shut up
fun
and
with.
take my money.
Kabolo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. And Mortal, thank you for the resub. And Six Overcoat, thank you for the resub. And First Business, thank you for the resub as well. Appreciate it, everyone. Yeah, mock-ups usually have jokes in them. That's like totally fine. But yeah, like this screen overall of the stuff that like this is good. Slight changes needed. Item labels guaranteed need to work 100% and they should be on by default. That's an argument I'll continue to have. And like mission time should probably be up here, but overall I think it's healthy to nest these stats because these stats do not matter in the grand scheme. What's with the stats below their names? It's highlight stats. Okay, guys, you guys are gonna have to understand this one. These stats are just to make you feel good. They don't matter.
What do you mean? I loved it when I got an E for effort in Dauntless.
Yeah. They don't matter.
Or a D for dedicated.
Yeah. These are just like they put your little icon, your name, and a little badge around you, and it's like, oh, you opened 25 crates. Good job, Jimmy. It doesn't matter. It's just a little medal. It's the it's the everyone gets a medal thing, where it's like, hey, everybody feels good at the end of this mission. Yeah, it's the participation ribbon. Exactly. Yeah, participation trophies. Yeah. That's all that is. And that's fine. Like it's a free to play game. They need to make everybody feel special so that they continue to play. It's smart tactics. I got no problem with it. That's an objectively that's probably a thing they should be doing. Make everybody feel special. Right?
So we got Naros, the manager, and then we got Harrow, the assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah. Exactly. Welcome back to the regular shit show. How was time with Saria? You planning on streaming Temtem? Yes. So me and Saria both want to stream Temtem together. It looks really fucking fun. So I'm way into that. But yeah, like they can make the new UI good. They can do it, but some of these UIs that they've changed aren't good, and they should fix them. And if they want to have a conversation, make sure it's worth it. If the conversation sucks, why have it? It's like, you know what? Okay, so here's another great thing. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody, but they don't really want to talk with you? They don't really want to talk to you. That's what this is.
Take my money.
You walk up to someone and you go, hi, how are you? What's your name? And they go, Rubico Prime. And you go, oh, that's cool. What do you do? And they don't answer you. That's what this is. You know what the conversation should be? You guys want me to go through this? Hi, what's your name? Rubico Prime. Oh, what do you do? Oh, that's cool. Fucking, can I get some more information? Yeah, you have to actually interest someone for them to continue. Right? Like if you talk to someone and then they don't have a response for you, then you're not interested.
Shut up and take my money.
Like if I'm here, I'm like, Hi, what's your name? Rubico Prime. What do you do? This, that, and the other thing. Cool. Where? Yeah, exactly. Where are you from? Like, if you're actually having a conversation, some information needs to be presented up front.
Oh, yeah.
Boop. Aria, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Where was this posted? On the official forums by Pablo, who's been doing a lot of the UI rework. Oh, so actually say something. Nice dating advice. Yeah, like having actual information be present. Helpful. If you're gonna have a conversation, then you can't. Having a conversation with a wall, not great. So item pages shouldn't be a defrosting ice queen. Yeah, certainly not. Are you planning on playing Legends of Runeterra? Yes, I will be playing that. I want to try that game out. It seems cool. What helmet is that, by the way? This is the Morkai helmet. How far Pablo's fallen since days of making good Warframe? Well, no, because like it's not like Pablo is just making the UI and then like no one's interacting with him. It is a team effort. It's not just Pablo by himself doing this stuff. Like he might be heading up some of this, and like some of like the ideology behind it is sound. Like the conversation UI ideology is absolutely sound. It's that the conversation needs to be good. All we need to do is pray to gaming Jesus they don't fuck the UI up. Yes, yeah, exactly. Because you know UI that's like almost really good. This one. This UI is almost really good. Because like this part, great up here is where you get shit that's kind of fucky. Because
Yeah, so there's like a
go on.
day left on it if you want something to do while waiting for the ship. Lake Star is still going.
Oh, that's true. You chroma filthy. Yeah, I was just using it as an example because it's what they used in the UI mockup thing. So the reason this UI is like almost exactly what you would want is because this UI is like solid. Because like you've got these on here, which like because there's 6 of them, it's probably safe to like nest these. And also it's safer to nest these because some of them just aren't going to be important to you. So like it's just like whatever. It's usually 2 of these are important for people. So it's like, oh yeah, Arbiters and New Loca. You're going to become familiar with these pretty fast, right? It's cool to nest these. You're only going to interact with a very select number of them. So fine. These ones you're not really going to need to hover over and see their shit because who cares? Once you're an enemy of them, right? Reasonable. These 4 little buttons are where shit gets fucky. These shouldn't be hover over to figure out what their name is. Like, it should just be Syndicates, CDIS, Fortuna, and then miscellaneous, or MISC dot, the shortening of miscellaneous in most cases. Like, that's what it should be to get between these. So there's more information here. These random little fuckboy symbols that they love to fucking use aren't good. They're not. Also, yeah, well, and that's a whole nother conversation. Here's the whole other conversation. Let's just talk about it. I should be able to click on one of these motherfucking syndicates, and then I go view offerings. You know, a button should be right under this. Support. To support them. And then no matter what I'm doing, it's supporting the fucking Arbiters of Hexus. That's what it should be. For some reason, we're still on the shitty and ancient and garbage fucking wear their sigil plan. It's fucking awful. The detriment to one of the most like fun things in Warframe, which is fashioning your goddamn Warframe. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and wager that most people in this chat that play Warframe, if you go on to any given one of your Warframes, go to your Regalia, and you go to your front or back sigil, it depends from person to person, you have a completely fucking invisible sigil on one side because you don't want to see it because most of them suck. Oh, good. It's been a while, and I've seen not a single person disagree. Not even one. This seems to be one of the literally universal truths of Warframe.
I'm literally looking through like every fashion setup right now,
Uh-huh.
trying to find an exception.
Uh-huh. I know I can't.
Still going.
I think I said like 2 to 3 years ago that sigil should only be cosmetic. I think we all did. But D haven't changed it for whatever fucking reason. And like, so there, okay guys, I'm gonna propose the only argument there is. 1 second, let's fucking annihilate the only argument that there is. This is Loka. Few offerings. You see how these sigils give you little bonuses on them, right? And it goes up to like 15%, like 13%, and then down here, there's the 15% one, right? You get access to these at each different rank of New Loka. So all they need to do is give you that bonus if you've ever been to those ranks. That's it. Like a support button, and then it says fucking plus 5%, plus 8%, plus 11%, plus 13%, plus 15%. That's it. That's all that's needed. Just like have a support button and it shows you the max bonus that you've ever earned, and then you get that whenever you click the support button on them. For your Cosmic Sports team, though? Yeah, that's just fine. You know what the fucking problem with that is you're not supporting your fucking Cosmic Sports team. Because if I like how, let's say, the Rebirth sigil looks, let's say I think that this is a cool fucking sigil. This only gives me 5 fucking percent. This one gives me 15%. So when I'm at the max, these sigils don't exist. They're not there for fashion because I'm only going to do the one that's the biggest fucking number anyway. I love having these as fashion options. If people like how they look, I'm fucking here for that. Please fashion your Warframe to be the way that you like. I'm so here for that. But I don't think that you should be fucking like you just have a fucking penalty on it if you're at rank 5 goddamn New Loka and you don't want to use the fucking humanity sigil and you're missing out on 10% of your fucking rep. That's bullshit.
All right, so I finished clicking through every Warframe.
Yeah.
One. Only one is not invisible.
Which is?
Points if you can guess.
Saren?
Neja Deluxe, I used the Truth Sigil because it like overlaps over his
it goes on the lion
brains. Yeah.
Okay. But the only reason that's visible is because that one looks alright on there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's on the front because the sword crosses will like
So,
overlap his
here's a question.
rings.
Would you still be using that sigil there if it had no effect on your rep just because you like it?
I do like it. Only frame it, I do. Everyone else, I would ditch the back sigil.
Literally my point.
Hell, like if that system, like you said, was a thing, I would be using like red veil sigils on a lot more of my frames because I'm on the left 3 syndicates. Because I have every single syndicate sigil, I just can't use half of them.
Yeah. I also own every single syndicate sigil, but I can't use them. But yeah, like there's so much little shit like that that should be changed. Is this going to YouTube? Fuck man, maybe. God damn, I've been back for less than an hour. Woo! Back for less than an hour, and I'm spicy. I'm fucking spicy boy right now, okay?
He's really feeling it.
Brother, you must preach. Ooh, what are the changes? They mostly have to deal with the sentient ship. Let's get off of Chroma. So you've been saving up during your break. Oh, you best believe.
Yeah, I'm really down to do some Plague Star because I think catalysts are in the reward pool, right?
I think it's just a hella forma. Is it catalyst too?
Because I need catalysts.
Okay. He's been too happy for the last week. All that's left is rage.
Just Forma? I need Forma.
Yeah, I'm down for Forma. I fucking totally forget what Warframes are good at this. Oh, you know what? I want to try Titania on this.